Jackie Incerillo is a substitute lifeguard, and it goes on to talk a little bit about the summer program and some of the water and water safety instructors certificates. Chlorine was delivered for the pool, so it's safe to swim at this point. And some information about the recreation committee is on the town's website now. And we're going to talk about later, Joanne and I are going to meet at some point to discuss different policies and procedures about that. So, other than that.
Thank you, and thank you for mentioning History Day. I was hoping someone from the History Day committee would be here, and it was Kathy Spears. She was going to make a little report just about what it was. Yeah. I'll ask. She doesn't look like she made it, so maybe she'll come next week.
The band was excellent. I mean, if you haven't heard any of that, old-time Southern music or whatever it was really good. I mean, it was really good. I even saw Virginia up there square dancing, so.
Tom.
For the Highway Garage Committee, we met on July 30th, and we were talking about how we're going to notify the public about the new garage building, its costs, and all the associated things that go with it. And we decided to put out have the public hearing, which is going to be August 21st at 10 o'clock. Before that, we're going to put an ad in the newspaper stating the public hearing. Bob Cadwallader was going to put flyers in some of the local stores to also alert the people. And we're going to make up packets of information for people who either couldn't make it, or when they came to the presentation, they could take a packet with them, and it would also explain all the things as far as the construction of the garage, where it's going to be located, and all the pertinent facts that the people might be interested in. And we also talked about setting aside some money for the project also. And that was it for the Garage Committee. For the CAC, they finally got somebody down to mow the trails for the one field in the front, and they're going to clear some small trees and parts of the stone wall in the back, so they have access to the backfield also.
Where's that, Tom?
At the Stanford Wildlife Preserve. Stanford Wildlife Preserve, I'm sorry. Charlie Shaw is going to attend the next master plan meeting for the CAC to fill them in on a few things. And for the community day, the CAC, they want to set up a table, and they're going to have some brochures and exhibits of the things that they've been doing at the different locations at the Stanford Wildlife Preserve and also over on Knight Road. They also discussed the Greenway Compact, and they came to the conclusion, they wrote a letter to the board that there wasn't enough information, and they weren't happy with what they saw, so they were hesitant on a positive outlook on it, so they wanted more information. That's my report.
Johanna?
I did not attend the Fire Commissioners meeting this month since we were away, and I have no minutes, so I will report on that next month. Planning Board met on July the 28th. They opened with a public hearing on the Delolio Guest Cottage. The project was explained to the neighbor, and after that the hearing was closed and the project was approved. The Georgiopolis minor subdivision and special permit then came up. An environmental study needs to be referred to the CAC. The engineering has been referred to Dave Clauser. And the owner needs to locate the second drive there. That was followed by a pre-application conference with Jesse Drummond regarding a lot line adjustment that he is seeking. This is not subject to the moratorium. He simply has to make the application and check on escrow account issues and have the property surveyed. The planning board continues to work on their applicant guide. They have decided to change some of the language and to list the actions that individuals need to take when they come before the board. And they're going to be providing a package for each of the different needs. A good part, they're going to emphasize in these packages too, for people coming before the board, the importance of the pre-application conference, so that people know exactly what they have to have together when they come before the board. They finished up their meeting with a discussion of the Greenway. Bob gave a recap. You gave a recap, yes? It was you, yes, of the public hearing and what came up in discussion under the Greenway. And they felt that there were 4 out of 6 members who were in favor of the principles of the Greenway Compact. However, because it was a decision by the planning board and 2 members did not endorse the Greenway Compact, a 3rd member decided not to endorse it because he felt they should have a unanimous response, and they have presented that to the board in a memo, that division. So 4 out of 6 endorsed it, but they really voted 3 to 3. Is that right? No, 4 to 3. 4 to 3. That was
I'm
it.
sorry, I missed something about the moratorium.
We have not had the public hearing yet? You're talking about the moratorium waiver
That's not
request?
related to what she was just talking about.
I am simply reporting on what, I am the liaison to the planning board, and I'm simply reporting on what came up at the planning board.
Thank you, Johanna. I just have a few items to talk about. Our school district, Pine Plains Central School District, is beginning to think very carefully and to plan for saving now for their budget for next year. There are constant threats of increased diminished state aid, decreased stimulus money, increased state mandates, rising retirement and benefit costs that they have to pay. And so they are beginning to think about that now and trying to plan for it so that they will not have to, they will be able to maintain all of the programs that they are able to offer now to the school children. They also have agreed that residents will be able to pay school taxes in installments. The residents who live in Dutchess County will be able to do that because Dutchess County has laws that allow that. Columbia County residents who use the Pine Plains School District will not. But I think that might be helpful to some people. It's not privilege of the floor yet. It will be soon. And speaking of unfunded mandates, the county legislature, in all its wisdom, has voted to charge the towns what we call chargebacks or election costs. For this year, 2010, they are going to be charging the town of Stanford $7,199. This is not money that was budgeted for. And I think it is I will point out that the resolution was written by our legislator, Kelsey.